Hey guys, this is Dave back with BTM Reviews, and today we are in Riverton, Illinois, and I am at the Riverton Party Store. All right, first things first, got this traveler's display, and like I said before, not my favorite at all. Got some old Forester, Hogsworth, got all of his cold stuff, got some Rocktown Mandarin Orange Vodka. Interesting. I guess everybody makes vodka now. Grapefruit flavored. Uh, got some Smoke Wagon Private Barrel Straight Bourbon Whiskey. See if they do any barrel picks here. Find out. Got the Larceny, Widow Jane, Pikeville. Very cool. So, smaller establishment, but got quite the lineup. They got this red line, some Penelope, all the Penelopes, like barrel strength, all that good stuff. Buzzard's Roost, Watershed. What is Watershed? Watershed Distillery Company. I don't know where that's at, but I can find out. Uh, Beer Barrel Bourbon. If you guys have tried that, let me know. I haven't tried it. I've got these Myers rums and the B-Tac barrels. Whiskey Acres. Let's see. Anything exciting? See how high they have the benchmark here, though? They know what's up. Oh, they got the Rickhouse Proof. Soft red wheat Rickhouse Proof. 69 bucks. It's a pretty good price. The Russell's 10 year. The Russell's 10 year is 50. Pretty standard pricing we've seen, fellas. Ladies. GB. From an Illinois farm, single barrel cast strength. Aged at least 4 years. Distilled in Indiana, though. I don't know where Assumption, Illinois is. No idea. I don't know. Let's see. Old Louisville. This is a Old Louisville whiskey, bourbon, $119, 115 proof. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Sounds good. What do we got here? All the Old Forester, 1792. Maker's Marks. Evan Williams single barrel. Some Bone Snapper X-Ray rye whiskey, 4-year reserve. What the is that? Backbone Bourbon Company, Indianapolis. All right. Got the chocolate cream liquors. Blue Ash Farm. Honey Bourbon. 90 proof. I don't think I've ever had a honey bourbon. This is in Gurnee, Illinois. Sounds like they distill their own stuff. What do we got over here? What do we got over here? Piccata, straight rye, whiskey, Calvados, and Armagnac. The Roaring Twenties Private Selection. $80. There's a rye. Got a Old Pepper distillery. So is this Old Pepper like the ones in the short bottles? But the rye, is it like those? That's a store pick. This is? All those on that shelf are store picks. All store picks? Yeah. So. All right. So they did the store pick of the Old Bones Rye Whiskey, 15 year. 15 year? What the hell? Product of Canada. Hmm. Some Driftless Glen store pick. Single barrel straight. 118. So distilled, aged, and bottled by Driftless Glen Distillery in Baraboo, Wisconsin. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Got the Bardstown rack. There's another one I haven't tried, guys. It's RD1 rye whiskey. No, this is not rye. This is just Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, small batch, finished with Brazilian Amarana wood. High and Wicked. I've had their jury, but I've been looking for the judge. Maybe I should try those though. Haven't seen those. Now this is just straight up marketing. High rye bourbon whiskey. Doesn't get much more plain than that. It's made by Journeyman Distillery, Michigan. So here's the James Pepper. Guys, we've seen this in stores for like 140 bucks, 130 bucks, 59 cents more reasonable to me. How about this? Dead Guy Whiskey, American Single Malt. Distilled by Rogue out of Newport, Oregon. Pot still from 100% malted barley. Look how light that is. Looks like like yellow water. Don't know if I've had a single malt though, so what am I going to do? Again, this is a bottled and bond, 50 bucks, George Dickel, aged 12 years, so guys. The 12-year bottle, 50 bucks. Truth.
Have a good day. Thanks, Jim. We'll see you guys.
More barrel picks here.
Yeah, them were the ones we did last. Well, I mean, we did another barrel pick last week with Christmas one. Did he call you after you texted him or before you texted at the same time? Oh,
You a fan of the Driftless Flynn?
man, it's been a great working relationship with you
Yeah.
guys. They've done what they do normally is they'll host a bourbon church or bourbon schools or whatever. And when one of our picks come in, and then their brand manager, their master distiller, or whatever, will have 8 or so fifths ready to go for their next event. You know,
Really?
so, like they almost handpick us, can't lose barrels, and during Bourbon Church, and I'll show you the background. It's kind of cool. Last night we had a Louisville here, but they were here last week.
Old Louisville. That's made in Louisville, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So he does. He's got his own distillery up and rolling now, but everything he has is all 7.5 year or older. The only stuff he has to sell is sourced items. So
Oh, is that right?
it's in between MGP and Wild Turkey and Bardstown. And even Buffalo Trace barrels. He's got some old barrels that he's had for a while laden at his place. Last night was really a special event. Same way with all of ours really are, but the Driftless Blend, we got to be privy to their first ever 9 year of their own juice, and we picked a wheated barrel.
What do you think about the flood over Buffalo Trace?
Oh man, that really didn't.
It doesn't affect much, does it?
It's not going to affect me at all. I mean, if there's a gimmick or anything that comes out of it, I probably won't see any of those bottles. I don't think it really has any effect of anything
Of production, right? I mean, they've got so many.
Where we're at, we're gonna still see the same, less or more than we always do. It's you know everybody's centered around Buffalo Trace and what they do and how they do things. But
Is this your pick? Yeah.
that was one the Bourbon Junkies did, and I just was lucky enough to get the what all that they were all allocated cases.
I've never
I took every case that wasn't allocated.
of this.
Yeah, that it's like when it's allocated, people have the chance to turn it down. I said if anybody turns it down, I'll take it. I ended up with half the barrel or so because nobody knew what it was. It's a great thing.
It tastes pretty good.
Dark arts and McCoy do great things. Always, yeah. It's for the money. It's good bottles you'll find for $50.
Another one here, the Rocktown, right? Like this is out of Little Rock.
What they're doing is buying 4-year-old Bardstown off the grid.
Oh,
And
okay.
they get to Arkansas on extra 80. So, uh, people say, man, that's a 32 month or whatever. And it really isn't. It's a 4-year-old that they bought off Bardstown. So it would probably already be in the market, but they just buy off the grid and then they get down to Arkansas and they get another 3 years. I've had really good luck with those because many people aren't privy to exactly what they're doing, and of course it's a hand sell, but they're going to be in here doing a bourbon school really soon. I guarantee it.
What are the bourbon schools?
Bourbon schools are in the back. It's like Bourbon Church. Like every week we host something. So Louisville was here last night. Driftless Glen was here last week. Widow Jane will be here next week. We at least have one event a week with either owners and master distillers of independent things.
Okay.
Brand managers of the bigger stuff. Which is really cool with Widow Jane and be here next week. Is Susan's been with them a long time, and she's hosted many different schools for it.
I've never had a Widow Jane.
Nothing. It's all great.
Is it?
Yeah, they got old juice, so 10, 13, 14.
I see it everywhere, and I'm always like, yeah, I'll grab this one instead. You know.
Yeah. And that's the great thing about what we do $25. You get to come in, you get to try the 10 year, the 13 year, the 14 year, the
Whatever they have, they
whatever
brought, right?
And it's not just bourbon anymore with them. They also have tequila hotel. So you get to
Oh,
try some tequilas and explore.
how about rums? Are rums part of the?
With them, no.
No, with anybody, with any other.
Yeah, a lot of people doing rum cast stuff. But some people are rum people that we've had back there that send their stuff in bourbon barrels. So.
So the church has pretty good turnout every week.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We're getting pretty known from that. 40 people fit back there. And then when we do our barrel picks, everybody asks why we do so many. Well, I got 40 different opinions every week. So the old Louisville that I poured you just a second ago
I have to taste it.
was,
Yeah.
was what's what we decided on last night. And it'll be the first ever 9+ year Bardstown that will hit the market. And in a week or two, it's going to be 9+ years old.
And when do they plan on getting it out to you?
Well, I bought it last night, so it'll probably be 2 months for it hits.
Before it hits the, yeah.
It'll hit our shelves in about 2 months. And that's 120.4 proof. Oh, man. It's pretty solid.
Wow.
It's so easy drinking, approachable, and yeah. And our main, the owner, master distiller, everything of Old Louisville was here last night, and everybody in the room was just.
So here's a old. Is this a old?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a 9.
That's a 10. That's a 10.5 year MGP.
Oh, okay.
He's had aged in his place in Louisville for 6 or 7 years. We bought that when we were on our last trip. It was the first barrel to come in. We also done 11 year with him.
Yeah, 8, 10, and 9. Cool.
So yeah, he's got everything from your toasted rye to your double barrel to
You have a favorite from them?
the store picks, of course.
If you weren't picking it, you were just going to a bar to pick one out.
Last night, everybody went nuts over the maple, and he released the cognac last night, which is his batch 1 of that 9 year that he was doing. I think he brought us like 36 bottles and sold out of those, which will be available this Saturday for the first time at a bourbon event in Kentucky.
You sold out all 36 bottles for him last night?
Yeah, that's pretty special night. Pretty special evening.
That's delicious.
Yeah.
You got a favorite bourbon that you're drinking right now? I mean,
Man,
or you just kind of look at the bottle and go,
I'm absolutely over the top with anything that our means doing. And,
oh, from Old Louisville?
Yeah, so everything last night, people stopped off. I mean, from to start out with 7-year-old wheat. Most people are wheated sweet people, like that's where most people's palates are. And he presented the 7-year wheat. People ran out, grabbed it. We had 18 bottles that was gone. That's next one. He moved on to a 7-year double oak, and he presented it. And, I mean, he pretty much sold out everything he had. And,
Oh, wasn't even in your store, just in his car.
No.
Yeah.
The license and everything says you got to have invoices and things.
No, I'm just saying, like, he brought it with him, though. Yeah.
Well, he brought them store picks with him so we could pick, not for sale. We all got to sample.
Okay.
Towards the end. Yeah, legalities of it makes it weird,
And you do how many barrel picks a year?
I'm doing at least 1 a week anymore, so I'm trying to be between 60 and 100 barrel picks this year. Last year I was right at 80, and we're cranking them out a little faster this year, especially if the bourbon events we're doing. You get people.
So you're making your barrel picks like an interactive thing, though, too.
Absolutely.
Right.
So we can't lose.
Right.
That's what sets us apart from anybody else. Number one, I'm independent. I'm the guy out here talking to you every day. I'm the guy behind the counter, and I want my customers to be a part of everything I'm doing. So I give them access instead of me picking from 3 samples. Well, why don't we invite, the master distillers and owners of these craft distilleries in if we're going to do a pick with them?
Yeah.
Get 30 or 40 opinions on it, and then when everybody in the room's like, I really like this one.
It's not a hard sell, right?
Yeah. And now they're kind of invested in that pick. So it's partly like going down and picking yourself, but you're having the best of both worlds.
Well, you're also like having a party with your brothers.
Right.
Like they're just hanging
Exactly.
out. Hey man, let's see what we can pick for the Riverton party store this week.
Exactly. And when we went down to Kentucky, we like to do that twice a year. We'll go down and buy about 10 to 15 barrels that from the people that mass produce. So Heaven Hill,
Yeah, right.
Buffalo Trace, whatever. I really don't have a Buffalo Trace barrel pick ever, but like the bigger companies, doesn't matter what it is. We just picked up an LP barrel from Let's Go, and then while we were picking it, they let us try a Rebel 100 barrel, and then the rings and everything. But I call it the dream team because it's people that have came to a lot of, I call them schools,
Right. Right.
Urban Church or whatever. You're coming to school. That's been to a lot of them, and people's palates have adjusted to obviously what we're picking. So I'll go down there with a group of 8 or 10 of us, and we'll go down there for 3 days, and it's intense, man. You're there at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, and you're picking barrels all afternoon.
At multiple distilleries.
Yeah, we'll hit 3 of them a day for 3 days, or something like that, or 4 a day for 3 days.
It seems like Bardstown's doing a lot of good stuff too.
Bardstown's doing really good stuff. I'm so excited about the Green River pick we just picked.
Oh, you did a Green River?
Yeah, it's really good. We got to be a part of the Penelope Project X, which only 10 of us, I think, got to be a part of. I think only 2 of them's going to Illinois. It should ship in sometime today, if not next Wednesday.
Penelope X.
Penelope X, so that's a Project X barrel. So you get to pick what finish you want on the things. They're known for their Rio and Havana and all that sweet stuff. We ended up going with a sherry cast. There's only 10 barrels available. I mean, like, we was the first ones there. And, we thought the best one out of the 10 was a sherry cast. It wasn't like a panel of what's next or,
Right.
some of these places, you don't like them 5, we'll bring you 5 more. But some of those Project X barrels, I wasn't a fan of,
Yeah, right.
immediately like eliminated. It's not for me, but there's only 10 of us to get a chance. Well, I'm going to be there Monday morning when they're not even open. As soon as they're open to do the pick, I want to be the first one there. That way
Guaranteed something special, right?
Yeah, me and my crew would be the first ones. The best one I think that they had available on our grids now, taken off.
What's the watershed? I've seen.
Watershed is really, really, really caught fire with us with this particular batch 4. It's kind of got some like peaches in it. Like you can get a lot of notes, but they're from Ohio. In the past,
They distill it themselves, or do they do?
Yep. In the past, I haven't had much luck with them, but I've just caught fire with them in the last few weeks with that particular batch.
Do you ever get like the Blue Note stuff in or anything like that?
Blue Note, from what I'm seeing, it's not available in our own way.
Oh, they just don't ship here.
Yeah, they got to pay the taxes and the legalities and all that stuff. We got apps now where we can order, as long as they're paying, we can order. It's called LibDib or whatever. So you go on
A list.
yeah, and it ships in as long as they're paying their taxes and we get an invoice. And that's actually how I've came across Old Louisville and a few other things that I'm kind of knocking out of the park with before anybody else is getting. Because when I go down there, I want to go to every independent because I'm an independent.
Yeah, right. Support who you are, right?
Yeah, and then you make a connection and you find a particular barrel or a particular run, and that's what you focus on, and then they'll start maybe sending you samples of their next batch or their next run before you get too invested.
So, would you consider Old Louisville like independent?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I say. Like, they're my favorites right now. Beautiful and the Damned. Man, there's a lot of MGP products, but like Buzzard's Roost and Ben Holiday and the independent guys.
I love the Ben Holiday Rick House.
Ben Holiday stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
Nobody treat you better. Like, you go down to Kansas City, Kansas, and meet them people. They're so good too. And
They appreciate the attention.
They do, and when you get a relationship built, there's nothing better in this business than working with people that.
You ever done a barrel pick with them yet?
Actually, I've done two, but the state of Illinois has yet to sign off on. Yeah, it's been a thing between the distributor in Illinois and the state of Illinois. I guess I haven't got them, so chances are them barrels might not even be available because we pick them January of 2024. So
that's money made, man. That's money they want to make.
If it is, it's my 7 years now, an eight and a half year, and I look really forward to trying it again. And if not, I hope they send me back down there because it's such a good trip. And Kyle, their master distiller, and the gal there. I mean, they make you feel so at home, you know. So
now you just need to get it here.
It just means the world. Yeah, I just need them barrel to bring themselves here.
You want to talk to him for a second?
Yeah.
Got another try you think I should try that's as good as that little Louisville?
Well, I mean, do you like rye at all?
Oh, I love rye.
I got a taste of rye. I just did both.
Is that NGP stuff or they do their own?
I'm pretty sure they source this out of they got their own thing going, man. I'd really be lying to you.
I don't think
Jason, their master distiller and everything there. Man, I would say this is probably
I went to Nashville Barrel Company down in Nashville.
Yeah.
Nice guys, man.
Oh, yeah.
Super cool little place they got there. I mean, if they explain the process, man, he just goes around and buys the best barrels he thinks he can and comes back and.
Right. Like they probably bought these barrels on the open grid.
Oh, wow. That smells fantastic.
You'll get a lot. I call it buttered sweet corn.
Oh.
Like it's got so much smoothness and buttery and sweet notes that just hang with you on that one. Yeah, he probably bought MGP barrels, but he's probably had them aging in his place for another 3 to 6 years, so 7.5 years. Toasted rye.
It doesn't have it doesn't have the fire of a rye, right? But it's
it ain't crazy spicy. It's actually got a lot of sweet notes and a lot of
you're right. It is like canned cream corn.
creamy and soft and buttery. Yeah. And kind of like something hit you that I don't know what the Nashville is per se, but
Doesn't matter. Sometimes that stuff's overrated.
yeah.
You know, I was doing a review last night with my boys. So last night we were reviewing Penelope Weeded.
Yeah.
And what the hell was it?
And for the money that Penelope weeded, $39, it's solid. You know?
It's solid. It just doesn't have long legs, right? Right.
Yeah,
it is what it is. But for $39, you can't go wrong.
It shouldn't be trending on any secondary. It should be readily available really soon. But for $39.
Oh, we did the Castle and Key Restoration Rye.
I think it's got some.
Get that one, that one.
They've had so many different batches, but man, I remember the Walter Payton batch and some of the things they've done. That thing, you can get so much depth in there. Like
The Castle.
you can almost get mint and dill pickle and all this stuff.
It's so good. Because we did the weeded first, and we're like, it's
it's
good.
It's easy. It's an easy $40 drinker. You know?
Then you get the casting, and everybody went,
Yeah, this is
wow.
This is its own thing.
Yeah.
Restoration, right? Man,
Castle and Key makes good stuff, though.
they do, and I think what kind of hurt them is they started releasing a little too early. I think they started right at 4 years.
Mhm.
Batch one, people ran out there and the secondary hits, and man, at the end of the day, it was a $40 bottle, and people were paying $200 and didn't really see what their value was.
Yeah, I bought it at the distillery because we did the tour, right?
Yeah.
And it was like
But once you-
$59, I
Give
think.
them time and let their stuff mature even more, and let them grow themselves. Like now, they really aren't trending on that.
Yeah,
what I
they-
call it stupid secondary market.
but I do like their little key
Like,
gimmick.
Man, when it was $40, $50 juice, it tasted like $40, $50 juice. Well, the reason people were shitting on it is because they were paying $200 for it. And
Right.
It wasn't $200 juice. It was young, 4-year-old stuff in a really cool bottle. Now it's matured in a really cool bottle and taken
The
into
bottles, yeah. And they got the key
taken
gimmicks,
its own
right?
thing. Yes.
What about the Milam in green? I see it everywhere. I just have never tried it.
I'm a huge fan. Number one, I'm a huge fan of Marsha. Marsha Milan. She's such a great person. I do a lot of Texas music in the back.
Oh, it's a Texas bourbon?
It's a Texas thing.
I like, see, I like a Charles Goodnight.
Yeah,
I
that's
like it.
mosquitoes. Crazy.
It's so,
This is totally different. This is completely smooth all the way through.
okay.
Every expression they have is simply smooth. It doesn't, like, she'll come in and do bourbon church or whatever and sign autographs, and everybody loves her. She's great because they know everything she has is smooth. She's got a great master distiller with her, the Milan part, and she's won a bunch of awards in Texas for being the best master distiller there is. And in Texas,
And it's worth it. I mean,
yeah, they set themselves apart with everything they got. It's absolutely smooth.
better than Goodnight.
Yeah, so they'll do some of their own stuff in house, and they'll do some sourcing as well. So, and Marsha can go buy barrels from anywhere from Bardstown to Wild Turkey to MGP, and then they just do some really cool blends of it. Age it in Texas, not very long.
Doesn't need to be in Texas. It's so hot, right?
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Man, I've never had one that I couldn't drink.
Of the three you got there, which one would you recommend? I'm a proof guy. I'm just going to tell you that.
Right.
I like
Single
proof.
barrels are constantly changing, and they're probably going to be the proofier thing, at some point, because they're all single barrels, So,
Right.
and same deal, like I got to buy through distributors, so I'm like, hey, is that barrel still available? I'll hit on something that I like, open it up, let people try it. And when that barrel's gone, you don't know what you're getting on the next. It can be close. It should be close, right?
Right.
But it doesn't mean that it's the exact same thing. So
Every barrel's different. Yes.
so it's kind of a thing where when a new barrel or something hits, I like to bring market in and have her, do some sampling or a bourbon school per se in the back room, and then you find out what you like, what your people like, and pretty much buy the whole barrel. But even
How
if
much is a barrel of bourbon?
maybe about 10 grand. The basic things are 10, 15,000 usually, but yeah. But like their stuff will produce a couple hundred bottles.
Charge retail and make
Yep.
make a little money back.
And you know what you're getting when they're coming here and they're sampling it. You're putting you on the line, you're putting your customer base on the line. But we're not going to pick a bad barrel if you've got that many opinions on there.
How do you two guys buy barrels? I mean, anybody allowed to buy a barrel? Like if you got the money?
Yeah, I mean, it really didn't start out. It's kind of crazy because I thought I could go to Woodford, whatever, and say, hey, I want to buy a barrel. Well, you got to spend a lot of money with a bunch of different distributors to be able to purchase it. So some of my first 5, 6 barrels, I just met with the owner operator master distiller of Old Hammer today from India. Great people, love them. I'm going to put an end cap in with them. We're going to do it at the school right down the line. But they were the second barrel I ever bought. Nobody in the world knew who they were. I done a really cool label.
Okay.
Because they got a good labeling process, how they let you do stuff. But it was a tough sell. I mean,
Nobody heard of it. Yeah.
yeah, and that same deal. You got to buy a bunch of barrels for you qualified to buy other barrels. You got to spend a bunch of money with it.
So like, how does a Bruzel buy barrels? How does he do that? He's a
Number one, you
YouTuber.
don't have to mess with Illinois. That's the easiest way.
Okay.
Illinois got some of the stupidest, most aggressive laws that cost you a ton of money and licensing. I said I'm gonna have to get a new Walla license for my Walla license because my Walla ain't long enough to have all the license it takes to do this legally. So when you talk to him or anybody else doing it out of the state of Illinois, it's a hell of a lot easier for them to do it.
The guy I was talking to in Naperville, he said he had a buddy who won a barrel,
Yeah.
but he's not a distributor, so he just sent it to his store and let the store sell it for him.
Yeah.
and took like 10% or whatever each. So,
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it's got to go through the process of legalities.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, speaking of him, I mean, he's got such a following, and I'm blessed to have a following too. Now people are running to me with their, hey, pick a barrel from us, pick a barrel from us. We
Well,
set
when
this back like last night.
And you're sitting
What
60,
you
when you're
just
doing
tried.
60 a year and
What
people
you
are,
just tried, nobody else will get to try. It's, it was that
that,
old, no,
oh, the
the old
old Louisville? Oh,
that we
yeah.
picked last night. It's it's 9 to 10-year-old Bardstown juice that he bought off the open grid when Bardstown was young, selling stuff in Bardstown themselves came out with a 9 or 10-year-old juice, which we'll have and can't wait to get really like that pick. So
What do you think
so
about the Bardstown Origin Series? I thought they did go to that $50 price point finally.
they did for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Everything that their stuff's just doing really well. Again, we take a lot of slack in Illinois because our governor's a part of that. But at the end of the day, when they come to these schools, Amber and Nikki and the people behind the scenes who make that brand, they're so great. They're one of the best people you could ever work with. And people give me slack. I can't believe you even carry this. Man, take the politics out of bourbon, please.
Oh,
let's just enjoy bourbon. If you knew the people behind the scenes that's making this stick, you'd be a big fan of mine.
Now my question is, of the three Louisvilles, which would you buy? Don't tell me all three.
Well, yeah, that's what I would definitely tell you. But,
Or should I go, because this is just regular bourbon, right? I mean, this is,
that's 10.5-year-old MGP source stuff, and he's got a lot of them barrels that we privately got when we were down there on the Dream Team run.
right.
With my, we picked through 6 or 8.
I'm asking, should I go with maybe that Texas thing just to try that? Or,
It's all up to you. Something special is definitely the Louisville by Texas.
so the 10-year,
To me, it's the best.
the 9 or the 10?
I don't know what the 9 is. That's a cognac thing. So that's getting ready to come out. It's a cognac finish. It's a finish deal. That one is straight bourbon.
Barrel proof, it looks like 115. Are these for sale?
Yeah, everything's for sale.
You said getting ready to come out, so.
That one's going to be released Saturday. We were lucky enough.
Oh, this is the one that you said that you had. What the hell for
We released it before you
$159?
could buy it, type thing.
What's this for $159?
That's 11-year. That's probably 11-year-old. Yeah, 11-year-old barrel that he did. Yeah, it might be. I would say it's probably not MGP. It might be sourced from Turkey or something else. That's our pick. Right
That's the
there.
10-year.
Yeah, 10-year. It's super solid.
So this is your pick, the same one,
Yep.
just without the fancy bag, right?
They all come in a fancy bag. I just
Oh, and this is the same.
People can figure out what they are.
Oh, it's another 10-year.
Yeah. So then what we got left is that.
All right, well,
Of that pick.
it's a good day for me because these are two I've never had. So,
You'll love them. I'd like to see you do a review after you're done.
yeah, you have a YouTube or
Yeah.
Twitter or whatever?
Yep.
I can DM you, let you know what's up.
Yeah, I'll check your stuff out.
It's not good.
Yeah, but I'll get you some followers. I happen to have quite a few of them.
We do a lot of on my channel, just hanging out and talking shit, with not about bourbon, just life.
Right.
So I'm trying to move. I just started my second channel, BTM Bourbon channel,
Yeah.
because I want to not confuse YouTube. You know how it goes, right?
Right.
I don't want to promote you when you're doing crazy long streams, and then you're trying to do videos about bourbon.
Right.
So you got a favorite, bourbon or whiskey?
Bourbon, actually, I like the Smoke Wagon.
You like the smoke wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been through quite a few bottles.
Is Remus a big seller?
Well, I mean, it comes out once a year, you know, that refill reserve thing. It's definitely going to be a quick turnaround on these, 'cause I'll be the first one to get it, you know, and get posted and have better price than anybody else.
What do you mean repealing this? This is like a special edition every year?
Yeah. See, this is volume 1. Fine.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, when they come out, man, people go nuts to get them, and they're gonna make a big day, I'm sure.
They $100.
Everywhere else is going to be about 159, I would assume, and I think I'll just take it all and get rid of mine quicker.
Oh, by the way, what's your name?
Jeb.
Jeb. I'm Dave. Good to meet you. All right, I'll be the first buyer.
You're in. First man in.
All right. Now I got it. Now I got to come back just to not record again, but just look at other stuff because you get stuff in all the time.
Yeah, every day. Like on Wednesdays, man, it's nuts. It's usually get 20 plus deliveries on Wednesday. And like you see, they all try to hit me at the same damn time. It seems like in the afternoon when you got no help. And it's all you.
You a new Riff fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge, man. Yeah, we've done a lot of picks with them. They got some great barrels.
All right. Well, I know where to come back and because I'm really interested in the watershed, man.
The watershed's cool. Yeah.
But you keep it around, right? Or is it?
Yeah, that batch 4 just hit a little special for us because it's I don't know, like it's got its own character.
You said the apricot thing or something?
Yeah, peachy, apricot, whatever, the bright fruits.
How much is that one?
Well, it's 49.
$50.
For 49.
All right. We'll do these for now.
I don't blame you.